Round, round, round. Let's talk about sex, baby. Let's talk about you and me. Let's talk about all the good things and the bad things that may be. Let's talk about them. I'm a fucking clown. Welcome back to my channel. If it's your first time here, please like, subscribe, watch the other videos, show gang, love. And if it's not your first time here, welcome back, baby. How you doing? Ciao. Obviously, we all know I've been off YouTube for a while, and obviously, knowing me, you know, life grants me no peace. So even though I've not been filming, I obviously have so much tea, child, because my life is a movie. I actually swear, I'm actually convinced God wakes up and he's like, you know what? She's my strongest soldier. She can take it. And he just stirs the pot and then loves at me. But anyways, welcome to another Tea Time with C. It's been a while. Ooh, child, let's talk about soul ties. Ooh, boy. Anyways, so your girl never used to believe in soul ties. I actually really thought it was a very, very out there idea that you would have intercourse with someone and then all of a sudden because like it just didn't make sense to me. It didn't in my mind. Like let's like, if we're being realistic, you get what I mean. They are very, very real. They are very, very real. Despite what you think in your mind, you can have intercourse with someone and then comes. Do you know where the danger is, guys? They're very, very real. But that shit is fucked up. It is so fucked up because you start acting in a way that you don't recognize and you don't understand why you're acting in that way until you sit down and you think, no man, snatched my soul. Snatched it, bod, cause nothing worse than a soul tie to someone you're not even like. Okay, let's get into the story. So, back in the beginning of the year, I was very like calm. I was very about being a girl's girl, being with the girlies and whatever. And so they threw this event. I haven't done a story time about a man in a while. They threw this event called. I hate living in this place because people just scream in the corridor as if the rest of us are not filming YouTube videos in our rooms. But can you be considerate that some of us in our rooms might be trying to do things that actually take us somewhere in life? Or that we are trying to express ourselves on a public platform and we can't have you screaming names up and down in the corridor. What if I was studying my books? But anyways, I went to this event called Put Your Drinks Up with my friends. I actually went with Mbarli. Did anyone else come with us? Don't remember, but we went to this event and it was super cool and super lush and it was a very lovely, lovely event. Somewhere throughout this event, I met this guy. And this guy came up to me very bold. He was like, hey, what's your name? And if I don't want to be found by you, I'm not giving you my real name. So I was like, hey, I'm Zandile, right? Then he was like, oh, Zandile. Oh, but anyway, fine. I was like, yes, my name is Zandile. Then, I mean, that is my name. It's not like I was lying. It's just, anyways, fine. So this guy's like, hey, I have to dip, but I'm coming back to talk to you. And I'm like, you're coming back to talk to me, but for what? Like, I'm in the middle of groove. What? And he's like, no, I'm coming back. Like, I'll see you here now. And I was like, yeah, whatever. Like, I was naked. I wasn't wearing my glasses. I was like, I wouldn't even remember your face. Lo and behold, all and behold, whatever. He came back. He came back. We started talking. Now, he was talking to someone that I know, that I consider quite trustworthy. So when I saw them talking, I was like, okay, links. Can't you, not knowing that they don't even actually know each other like that? Fine, kiss this guy at the groove. But we must stop kissing men at groove, guys. We really must stop it. It's very embarrassing. And I'm very embarrassed myself. I always tell you guys don't do that thing, but I did it. I fell victim to my own mind. Because I don't know what in my fucking brain convinced me that it was okay to be that bitch that kisses a man at groove. But fine, I kissed this man at groove. It was nice. Kumnandi. You know when you say to someone, kumnandi. But you fine. You say, okay, fine. Anyways, Then he was like to me, oh yeah, he was trying to make chat. I just gave him my number and then I was leaving because I wanted to go to a second location. Went to the second location. He's calling me in the second location. And what's actually boring about this entire story is there's nothing worse than being fucked over by someone who wanted you first. You wanted me. And how did I end up in the position that I'm now in? Because you started off wanting me. And I don't like that men do that, and men do that a lot. Because why are you always fucking chasing me? And then the minute I return your attention, you just gotta treat me like an asswipe. It's gone dweller, man. Sis. It really actually makes me very angry. Anyways, this man was calling me while I was at Groove. And I didn't want to answer. I think on the second or third call I answered. I was like, yes, dog, what's up? He's like, nah, when you're trying to Groove, why don't you pull through to my posse? What will I be doing there? Do I pay rent there? What will I be doing there? Do you think I don't have my own bed somewhere where I can sleep with an electric blanket for the cold? I don't need you, right? I said no. He sent me his live location anyway. I said no. He texted me the next morning, early in the morning. He's like, hey, dog, let's go to Munati sessions together. Do I know you that I can go to Munati sessions with you? Someone whom I met last night that I can go to public Groove with you when there are men on a rotation in their town rotating. Stellenbosch is very small. There are many people there, and then I'm gonna walk in with you too. I know you that I can do that with you, and you're telling me let's go to Munati sessions. Munati sessions where there are real men, not like in Shisha Hut. Real men who have balanced heads on their shoulders. I want me to walk in on your arm into that place. There's no fucking way in hell. I think you get the gist. There's no fucking way in hell. So fine, I go to Munati sessions by myself, but I didn't tell him I was going to Munati sessions. Get there, but of course he's there. Why is he there? No one knows. Fine. Greet him, and then we kind of ignore each other. Go through the Munati sessions. Now I'm dipping. I was gonna go home, and then some girls from my race wanted to go to Shisha. So I was like, actually, let's all go to Shisha together. You know, let's go and have a good time in life. As we were dilly-dallying and deciding, oh, but there he is out of the shadows as if he was waiting for me. I remember because I was so annoyed. I was like, why do you just appear everywhere? Like, in a weekend, how can you appear so many times? Don't you have things to do in your weekend or other places or people that you can bother? Fine. Him and I end up chatting. He comes to Shisha with that. When Shisha now, he's like, hey, you know, I don't usually do this because I'm a groovist. Hey, and I remember the lines. Zulu men have lines. Let's actually start with the fact that he was Zulu, because that was actually the first thing. You guys know me. The trauma. The trauma. Anyways, that should have been my first no, and the second that he's in Stellenbosch, and the third that he's an honor student doing psychology. But I'm nice. I'll give you chances. So he's like, even though I'm a groovist, I'd rather much. He doesn't speak like he speaks very nicely, anyways. But he was like, he'd rather much be outside having a conversation with me than be inside Groove at that point in time. So I was like, okay, fine, let's go outside and have a chat. Did we not stand on the road and talk for 2 hours? Because the chat was phenomenal. And I am a firm believer in, like, modern day men don't have chat. That's why modern day men take us on activity dates, or they just want to go to Groove, or they just want to fuck, because they don't have chat. They're going to sit down with you and chat. But like men who still have chat, you can sit and talk and engage and look in each other's eyes. That is where the danger is. Pinpoint that location and put a big fucking red flag, because you're going to end up in a place you don't want to be in, and you're going to wonder how the fuck you got there, but it's because you jumped over the red flag when you should have put a flag, a marker, so that you know that that is not where you're supposed to go. We chat for forever. And I'm like, I'm gonna go home. He's like, dog, like, really, why? We're still chatting, fine. We go to this place, we chat. We literally chatted throughout the whole night. It was lovely. Didn't have intercourse, like, mwah, cuddle, went to bed, woke up the next morning, chat. I spent so much time with that man in that short 24-hour period until I was like, no, I have to go home. When I went home, he gave me a shirt. Okay, so in the morning, then, fine. When I went home, he gave me a shirt because I was still in Groove clothes. Came home, lovely. Then I saw him a few times, right? And it was lovely. And then we were talking. It was like a week or 2 weeks later. It was Easter. And he called me and I was like, Miss Ma'am, what are you up to? What are you doing? And I was like, oh no, I'm at home. I'm chilling. And I just got him like my new tattoo at that point in time. And he was like, let's go out. Now, obviously, I've been seeing this guy. I've been talking to this guy. I'm keen to go out with this guy. And it's funny how the tables have turned, because remember, I didn't even want to walk. I'm like, okay, let's go. We go out. He's like to me, oh no, you must message your other friend. And the funny thing about this situation is, and hey, the pressure was getting worse. The friend that he wanted me to message to find out if they were out so we could go and join them is someone that he knew that I knew. And when he saw me and that person talking, he would always get jealous and ask me, how do you know that person? Why are you guys like that? Meanwhile, now they are friends. I kind of don't talk to either of them. And I've now had a thing with both of them. Both men just pass us around the circle. Okay, no, I'm joking. They're not friends like that. I didn't go around any circles. But it's ironic that he was like to me, oh, are you guys a thing? And I was like, no. And then I became a thing with that guy. But anyway, it's fine. Sorry for another day. So he's like, message this guy and ask where they're at with that. And I was like, no, boy, dude, if we're going out, let's just go the two of us and have a good time. Get to Shisha, this guy and his friends are there, so fine. He goes in and joins their circle. But now it's weird. He doesn't want me to go in and join their circle with them, even though I came to the group with them. So I said, no, it's fine. Let me stand on the side. Then the mutual friend that we shared, came and stood with me. And we just had a lacquer chat the whole evening, whatever. As I'm sitting there chatting to this man, drinking my neck, dancing to my amapiano, I look in the corner there at the table. What do I see with my own two eyes? He's with another bitch. I said, no, Chich, like, he's not technically a man, so don't get mad in the middle of groove, like, you're not that hand. But why is he with another bitch? And she's rolling her eyes, moving her hair, fucking sit still. Who are you? Are you 4 years old that you have to roll around like that? Boring. Anyways, and he's busy touching her thighs. And I'm like, you take me for a clown. You take me for a clown. Then he, after ignoring me the whole night, he's like, yeah, I'm leaving. I said, you're leaving? To go away. He's like, yeah, we're all going to Dorp. And he's like, I must come with him. How can I come with him when he's taking another bitch to another bar? A bitch whose legs he's been rubbing. I must come with him. So I'm like, no, I'll stay here. And he's like, dude, why are you acting up? No, you want me to go mad. Why am I acting up? Why am I acting up? You've been kicking with another hun the whole night after you brought me out. Why didn't you come out with yourself since you have big balls? Why didn't you come out by yourself and kiki with that hun while I was in my house? I didn't see anything. But you brought me here to watch you act a fool, so I look a fool. I said, no, it's fine. Go. They went. They enjoyed their night. I went home. I got home. He was like to me, do you want to come over? I said, no, I don't want to come over. I slept at home. We had an argument, and then I was like to him, dude, when we spoke, we both said, like, yes, we're not looking for a relationship, but we're kind of going to be exclusive in the fact that we're nyamzing because health precautions, and, you know, we're going to keep it a buck. But you're not keeping it a buck because I can see now that you don't want to be exclusive and you want to fuck the whole town. But why did you lie to me? Like, did you actually think I was stupid? He's like to me, nah, you're right. But no, I do want to be exclusive. After a long time in the conversation, I was like, dude, make it clear what you want. Say what you want and then we can both move. Then the fucking cheek of this guy, he says, I think I've already made it clear through my actions what I want, that I don't want to be exclusive. You're taking the fucking piss. Hear me out now, because why have you been making me a fool and dragging me along? Because you should have told me the first night round so I could have left your sorry ass alone, okay? And like, just bored. Why? Are you trying to make me seem crazy? And I remember I got so mad. I wanted to burn his t-shirt. I remember I called Monday and I said, friend, I'm about to douse his t-shirt in oil and burn it. This is coming to another story time that we're going to do about how men make us crazy. Because I've never been that hand that I want to burn someone's stuff. But I felt like he had been severely disrespectful in the few interactions that we had had. I didn't burn the shirt. I kept my composure because I'm a calm bitch. Then I was like, no, actually. And now that I know who this guy is, I see his vibe, let us just dollar with each other. It was always chaotic. There was always an argument. For some reason, and I'm not an argumentative person. I really don't like arguing with people. If I see that you're doing a lot, like, shout out, dude, I'm gonna retract. There was always an argument of some form. I cried a couple of times in our arguments. He would invite me over and then kick me out and be like, yeah, you can't stay over. I don't think it's wise that you stay over. Why are you making me travel in the middle of the night like I'm a working girl? Not that there's anything wrong with working girls, but like, you're not paying me. I'm not accepting payment. So why are you treating me like this? I started getting very, very annoyed with this motherfucker until the one night we had a massive blowout and we actually never spoke to each other again. But why I said soul ties were real was because I was starting to act out of character and I was starting to cry over dumb shit. And then I remember the one day, we were having an argument and I went to talk to my friends. I was like, guys, this is the situation, whatever. And then Mbali said to me, friend, there's really no use acting like this because he's probably seeing other girls. She said it so nicely, so calmly, so lovingly. And I started crying. My friend had to hold me. Molebeheng had to hold me. I was crying. In the two instances where Molabeng had to hold me, it was that night when Mbali told me, she said it so nicely. I don't even know what triggered me. I started crying. My soul could not bear the fact that he was seeing other girls. Keep in mind, I've told this man I don't want to be his hand. We don't want to be exclusive. We've agreed. But my soul is tied, knotted in with his board voodoo. Then there's another night we had an argument and I left. And he saw me crying. I was crying in front of him. And he was like, there's no reason to cry. And I'm like, no, but I'm frustrated. I cry when I'm frustrated. And he was like, okay, I'm going to give you space to cry. He watched me cry in his place. Not even, I'm sorry, I had nothing. He watched me fucking cry. The fucking cheek of it all. Men make me so L. I will hate them until the day that I... Anyways, I remember after that fight we had in his place, I was crying. I went to Shisha Hut and I cried in Shisha Hut, in Groove, guys. I stopped when Tanzania came on because imagine crying in Groove though over an argument that was already had before Groove. For an hour, I sat there. They had to hold me until I went home because I was actually embarrassing myself because people kept coming and asking me what was wrong. What can I tell you about the fact that the man that I was seeing didn't want me to sleep at his place, and I started crying and we had a whole argument about the fact that he's a gaslighter and that his intentions are fucking pools. My soul was so knotted. You know when they say, "Gemors yours." That was assault. I've never experienced anything like that in my life. My soul was not coping. It was not coping with the realities of the situation. When I tell you guys that my brain and my heart fully understood the situation. Fully understood the situation. I did not want to date him. I did not want to be his girlfriend. I did not want to be all these things with him. I barely wanted to have to see him more than a couple of times a week. But when I tell you my soul broke at the prospect that he didn't want me to be the love of his life. It's not that I wanted to be the love of his life. It's the fact that he didn't want me to be the love of his life. Oh, I cried so many times. I cried. And I am convinced that the biggest red flag should have been that he was Zulu. Because, like, I'm convinced they lawyer us. I'm convinced. No offense to Zulu people. I really don't mean to be offensive in any ways. You guys are really lovely people. But I'm convinced that they lawyer us. I have a whole segment on this channel that was dedicated to my ex who was Zulu. I'm not doing a story time about a Zulu man. I have other story times about Zulu men. I have a whole video talking about why we don't like Zulu men. Because the trauma just built exponentially. Exponential curve. It's crazy the gradient at which the trauma builds from that culture. I don't understand it. I don't understand what's going on. And I need to make a mental note to leave Zulu men alone. Because did I just recently start speaking to a Zulu man? Yes. Do I think he's ridiculously entertaining? Yes. Am I going to pursue it any further? I hope the fuck not. Because it's embarrassing. It's embarrassing at this point, and I wish to do better for myself. I wish to do better for myself because I cannot believe that I literally was acting like someone with no sense, as if my mother is not who she is, as if I was not raised in the household that I was raised in, as if I'm not bathed and clothed and housed by my hard-working mother. I was crying in the club over a man because he didn't want me to sleep at his place, as if my mother does not pay for me to have somewhere to sleep. It was really a low time in my life, okay? And I'm glad to say we've made it back, but my dating life has not gotten any better. Sorry. I know we're all waiting for the day that I'm happily in love and I can, oh guys, look at my boyfriend and boyfriend. Yeah, I don't think it's coming anytime soon. So don't hold your breath because... Anyways, yeah, that's basically the story, lol. But yeah, that's basically what happened. Don't talk to him now. See him on campus all the time, but we don't talk. We're not friends. We're not associated. And I love that. If he's happy in a relationship, love that for you. I think he's a cool guy with awesome chat. But that's that undergrad in psychology. You know, it helps him. Enough on that. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Please share. Please laugh at me with your friends in groups. Like, just post it and post it and then laugh at me because I can handle being laughed at because I laugh at myself. Because am I a joke on legs? Yes. Yes, I am. And it's okay. God made me this way and I have to love it and embrace it. But yes, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Please like and subscribe. And I will see you guys in the next one. Have a lovely day. Bye.